That's where you left your wallet. Fantastic. Hey everybody, welcome to Revenant Bus! What I have no doubt is a parody of the Desert Bus. This ought to be fun. Ultra patient. Not compatible. Hurry me plenty. Hey, not too prompt. I don't have time to die. Not compatible. Ultra patient. I am ultra patient. Well, this is gonna be great. Getting on the bus. The actual trip. Enjoy the trip. Prepare to charge. So what do I have to do? Oh, okay, I just have to start it. Start her up. This should be fun, right? Okay. This is already adorable. What the? Ouch. Hey, you want to start a brawl on the bus, huh? Fine. Ah, man. Man. So you have to do that in one sitting? It said saving is cheating, so, that doesn't make any sense. So you gotta make it through the entire trip and have extremely fast reflexes. Well, that's not gonna be good for me, is it? Oh, boy. Okay, at least they're pretty fragile. This is just to make sure you're paying attention. Okay, there we go. Revenants on a bus. Okay. I'm gonna have to get rid of these revenants. Somebody open a friggin' window. Enough is enough! I've had it with these monkey-fighting revenants on this Monday to Friday bus! Everybody strap in! We're about to open some frickin' windows. TV version of Snakes on a Plane for the Win, hey? Look at that Hulu girl dance. How many revenants will I have to face on this trip, huh? Probably a lot. My best estimate is a lot. Just a lot. Can't even appreciate the environment. At least on the original Desert Bus, you can appreciate the atmosphere a little, but not here because you'll get punched to death if you do. Dang it. Okay, good. At least, like I said, they die pretty quickly. Huh, okay. Okay then, you can just Player tried to block the teleporter, suck on that. What? I wasn't trying to block the teleporter, I was just checking out the healing. Man, that's a prick move there, buddy. Fine, whatever. Keep your stupid rules to yourself. Okay. This is ridiculous. And I know all about ridiculous. I'm about ready to start quote-unquote cheating. In other words, saving. So that I don't have to go through the whole thing all over again. But then again, this is a marathon run, isn't it? Press the green ignition button, complete your 400-mile journey while obeying the 66 miles per hour speed limit. Wait a minute, it's gonna take several hours. Ah, man. It's pretty much just this the entire way. Yeah, forget that then. Your driver is Bus Slayer. Fantastic. Hooray! What a magnificent game this is. Some kind of statement about the human condition, I guess. Nah. It's just a silly little parody of freaking Desert Bus. It's not any more complicated than that. Desert Bus is a lot easier to play than this, because Desert Bus, all you gotta do is keep it on level and not let it drive off the edge. This, you actually have to punch something. But then again, I guess that does give it a little more of an engagement, doesn't it? Am I really gonna play this for 30 whole minutes? Who knows? Of course, that won't even be a fraction there. Because if this is, you know what, screw it. I just don't want to... I know it's cheating. I really don't care. Okay. Let's see. 400 miles, 66 miles per hour. Let's see. What's the closest thing to that? Let's see. 333. So that would be 5 hours. So just over 6 hours it would take to actually beat this game, assuming it's actually being serious. Let's see how many Revenants I'll kill. Maybe I'll get up to 100 before I stop. I'm gonna punch you in the face! Once I get to 100 Revenants, things are just gonna get weird. This is the whole game, literally right here. Well, it's pretty cool how the dope fish is there. Of course, everything has to be a reference to him. He's the best long-going id Software Easter egg ever. He's the only other passenger here. He's the only other one masochistic enough to go on this ride. Because you get, apparently, ambushed by teleporting Revenants every 2 seconds. And apparently this is the bus to hell, because it's full of flesh, and the destroyed trees, and the destroyed smaller trees, I guess. Or they could be bushes, I guess. No, they can't be bushes. They're stalagmites. Stalagmites, trees. Hey, bus driver, can we go a little faster here? I know the speed limit is what it is, but I mean, who cares about the... It's not like there are any other cars on the road. I mean, who's gonna stop you, huh? The police? Oh, I'd like to see them try. I'd like to see them get in here. They would get their arse handed to them by Revenants. So come on. I wouldn't be surprised if that person actually did take the time to make this like 6 hours long, because there's probably a delay on it exactly for that long. Picked up a stim pack. I wonder if I can cheat my way to victory. Probably not. Enjoy the trip. Interesting little detail too, adding a hole in the ceiling, as well as the lights on there. Those are some fairly interesting details, to say the least. And of course, adding what I assume are the graphics from Desert Bus. I think this is the same person who made the Revenant problem. You know, the dilemma on which button to press. I think that guy just really loves his joke maps. That would seem to be it. Really? Not even gonna give me a chance here. Let me make commentary. That looks like a hellish version of Episode 1's Skybox, too. Or actually, it looks slightly different. Actually, I think it's Episode 3's. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember, but it looks like canyon sides. Like this really is a desert in hell. Kind of fitting, if you ask me. Obviously, the speed limit is 66 miles per hour. But most people don't go exactly the speed limit. They go like 10 miles above it. And typically that's okay. So I guess it's really interesting. I did hear somewhere that... I don't know if this is the true for every area, but I did hear somewhere that the police are obligated to hand out a certain amount of tickets before the end of the month for the city. And if they don't meet their quota, they're in trouble. So by the end of near the end of the month, they are looking for excuses to pull you over, which I think is screwed up. Okay, go screw yourself. Damn it. Just because I went a little too close to the freaking teleporter, it has to punish me. It's like that ticket thing I just mentioned. If you do anything even slightly out of line, it will look for excuses to end your journey. Player fell asleep at the wheel of the Revenant bus. No, I didn't. The Revenant killed me. Oh, I guess you mean went into a permanent sleep. Because I guess that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm gonna try to at least get back to the progress I was before. Maybe I'll just get to 25. Who cares? It's just a stupid little mod anyway. I do have to set some kind of goal for myself. Actually, maybe 66. That would be much better, wouldn't it? Saving is against the rules, numbnuts. I don't care. You think I care? You really think I care? I'm very active in this thing. It's not like I'm using it as an excuse to fall asleep or anything. I know the whole point of this mod. The whole point of this mod is that you'll die of boredom, but I gotta show the people something, don't I? Dang it. I gotta have something to actually show for it. So, you understand, right? I mean, heck, it's not like I'm going into God mode or anything. That would really be cheating. You know, like this. Turn this off now, you hack fraud. Okay, thank you very much. That's what I get for playing ball, isn't it? Damn it. That was funny, though. Here you go. All I gotta do is back up slightly. Although that's gonna make it even more boring, isn't it? I just noticed that all the ammo types are set to 999. 9999999. You know, you could have just set them all to 6s, then you would have had an opportunity to make a reference here, but you didn't. You didn't even think of that, did you? You just wanted to make it as high as possible. Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that you didn't stop to think they should. Then again, that's the thing of this whole mod, really. That your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think they should. This is ridiculous. I wonder if they spawn in constantly, if they just spawn in when you kill the previous one. It's really impossible to tell because I'm sure as hell not gonna wait to find out. Otherwise, I'll be at a disadvantage here. Man, one of them could potentially put you up to 40% of health, which means 2 of them could potentially kill you. That's the math. There you go, buddy. Yep, as expected, 66 miles per hour. You know what, screw it. I really am just gonna do 25. Because I gotta put an end to this. There's really not a lot to commentate on. Nothing at all, except maybe talk about Doom, I guess. You know what? Let's talk about Doom. Doom has had an interesting development cycle, hasn't it? I'm actually gonna be trying to be a little educational here. Now, it started out as a concept, I think. It was gonna be the sequel to Wolfenstein 3D, but they wanted to up the ante, so they thought to use demons, because demons, there's nothing sympathetic about them. I mean, yeah, not that many people care that you're shooting patsies. You know the real term I mean for that. I'm just using that because of YouTube with Wolfenstein. But they decided that demons would be better. In fact, they were actually going to make an Alien game using that tech, but they decided that they wanted complete creative control over everything. So they decided against it. They were going to make a deal with 21st Century Fox, but like I said, they backed out of it, and then they decided to make Doom. The reason why they came up with the name Doom is actually rather interesting. Apparently there was a movie with Tom Cruise in it. I don't know what the movie is called, but someone asked him what is in his pool billiard case, and he replied, Doom. And that's literally how they came up with the name of the game. Just Tom Cruise saying Doom. Although maybe Tom Cruise had probable cause to sue them, but then again, they have many forms of actual licensed songs like Metallica in it. They didn't sue them, so maybe nobody just cared to. But anyway, enough about the jokes. Apparently it started with Tom Hall. He chose to handle the story element of it. He created what is known as the Doom Bible, and he wanted to make it all horror and atmospheric. He wanted to make very concrete-like bases to be as efficient with the engine as possible. Of course, that ended up changing. They ended up not liking Tom Hall's vision because they felt that it detracted too much from the gameplay. They figured it should be like Wolfenstein 3D, where it's gameplay first. Which is funny because Wolfenstein 3D had a similar thing going for it, because they were going to give it stealth elements like in the original Castle Wolfenstein, which I should play eventually. I probably will. I actually have a GameCube controller mapped to the controls of Castle Wolfenstein, so I'll probably be playing that eventually. Who knows? Maybe soon after this. It really depends on my mood and how much time I've got to actually do such a thing. But anyway, after his vision was basically thrown in the garbage, he had a fallout with id, and then he ended up leaving to, I think he joined Apogee or something, and then he ended up helping them make Rise of the Triad, because you can see the 4 characters on Rise of the Triad were based on the 4 playable characters that you were going to play with Doom, each with their own attributes. So that's a holdover from that. It was going to originally be on a planet called Titanga. I don't even know how you pronounce that. Tanga? No, that would just be stupid, so I'm going to go with Titanga. It sounds cooler. But anyway, after that, they started and they got into an alpha phase. At first, I think John Carmack wanted them to make pretty simplistic concrete buildings too, because it would be easier on the engine. And then John Romero basically made a big level, a large level, and then he plopped it in front of John Carmack and said, there, make this run good. Which is actually a good thing, because if it wasn't for John Romero, John Carmack, Doom probably wouldn't have looked as abstract and interesting as it does now. So he forced Carmack's hand, and instead of using, I think it was a portal system, instead it used the BSP system, which allowed it to run a lot smoother, even with the crazy designs that Romero wanted to come up with. And of course, the things that set Doom apart from the beginning is the fact that it had ceiling and floor textures, it had different levels of brightness, it had different height levels, and of course, you could have non-orthogonal walls, so it didn't have to resemble blocks, you know, unlike Wolfenstein 3D. You could actually, anything that you could draw on grid paper, according to them, you could make into a level, because, you know, looking down in a 2D perspective. From what it seems the flats go on forever in Vanilla Doom, because if you no-clip out of a wall, out of bounds, you can actually see the flats, the floors and the ceilings, they go on forever, so until they have a cap telling them where to stop, they just go on forever. I assume that lack of precision is how the game runs so well. It helps it run. And unless you cheat, which you can't really blame the developers for things going wrong when you're cheating, like I'm doing now. So yeah, it made things more efficient, and of course they had alpha versions of the maps. In one of the very first playable alpha maps, you could actually see that there are Marines playing cards at a table, which seems to be... they speculate that it's a holdover from Tom Hall's Doom Bible, when it was more atmospheric. Okay, that's why I did that. But anyway, as they moved on, there's actually a press release beta that you can actually see, and the BFG was originally going to light up like Christmas lights. It was originally just going to shoot out a lot of stuff. But according to them, it made the game look like Christmas, and it made the game run like crap. So yeah, they wisely decided to change it into the BFG 9000 we know today, where it still functions pretty similar, but it uses invisible tracers. That way, anything within your point of view, it just blasts everywhere, so the enemies... Which is funny, because where you're looking at when you fire the weapon determines where the damage is going to be dealt. So you can actually do some tricks with that. And of course, you have to be pretty close up to an enemy for all the tracers to hit them and for it to do as much damage as possible. You could potentially kill a Cyber Demon in 2 shots and a Spider Mastermind with 1 shot if all the tracers manage to align correctly and it does enough damage, because Doom does have random damage deciders. So it's not always going to work. It's not always going to kill them in 1 shot. You can also see with other weapons, like maybe sometimes, if you're really lucky, the regular shotgun can kill a Pinky in 2 shots. Normally it doesn't. Normally it takes 3 shots. But of course, you can very easily kill a Pinky with 1 super shotgun blast, even with randomized damage. And of course, that is basically the history of Doom in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed it. I've got 5 more enemies to kill, and then I'm just gonna say to end with it. Say to hell with it. It's kind of a shame that Romero left id Software because of creative differences. It's funny because, like Tom Hall, he ended up being forced out because of creative differences. In his case, he wanted things to be a little more unique. He wanted to go off in a new direction, a bold new direction, but Carmack wanted to play it safe and basically make Doom clones, which is basically why Quake turned into a first-person shooter. It was going to originally be an RPG, or, you know, a fantasy type of game anyway, based on Dungeons & Dragons, or at least similar to that. In fact, they got the name Quake from Dungeons & Dragons, I think. And, of course, they got the Cacodemons design from Quake. I mean, they got it from Dungeons & Dragons. Huh? What am I saying? Apparently, Quake was in consideration for a while, even with Commander Keen, because you could see an Easter egg referencing it. But I believe that is enough. That is enough explanations. I have reached 66 Pinkies. Let's see what happens if I skip a level. Oh, okay. The return trip. They have you go on a return trip. Hooray! Let's see what happens if I skip again. Going back for your wallet. Yeah, I'm not going to do this the regular way. That would just be stupid. Getting your wallet that you forgot. You came back here for your wallet. Oh, okay. Cute. That's where you left your wallet. Fantastic. You know I'm not going to go through the entire thing. That would just be stupid. So, waiting for the next bus. Great. So, I was kicked out of the bus? I don't understand it. Well, okay. What happened? Okay, I can't get out on the road. I was about to say.
Suckers!
Hey! Hey! Come back here! Come back here! Wait! Wait up! Wait for me! Please! Don't leave me here! Whatever you do, don't leave me here! Guys! Guys, don't leave me here! You jerk. Wait, it's pushing you back to make it look like it, isn't it? Wait, what the? No, it's not. No, everything else is moving. Screw this. Stop cheating, you cheater. Turn this off now, you hack fraud. Well, forget you too. Forget you. Forget you, man. You know what? No clip, no target. What the hell? What in the world? Come on, fellas. Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't stop me from getting on this bus, even if I had to cheat my way on. Even if I have to cheat my way on, I will get on this bus. Your cheating ways have become your undoing.
Good day, sir.
That's great.
You lose. Good day, sir. You
Yeah,
lose.
screw this.
Good day, sir. You lose. Good
Be quiet.
day, sir. You lose.
Take all. Give fist.
Good day.
Take this. Oh, these ones can't die, can they? Okay, fine. I'll cheat even more. 0 monsters killed. Well, okay, they can't be killed. They're immortal. You hack fraud. Okay, what about map 8? Oh, okay. It doesn't go that far. Well, that is freaking Revenant bus. You saw it. That's basically all the game is. So, that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like jerk revenants. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.